The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. Zerka Corporation maintains this docking station at great expense. It is within our rights to refuse landing permission. And I warn you, we've had troublemakers before. The bay is lined with autoguns. Violence is not a survivable option. I'm sorry. While Zerka Corporation would like to encourage interest in Tatooine, we must first deal with the docking fees. Our operations here are very expensive. We must recoup basic costs somehow. I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? There is no need for that. I'm just doing my job. You are free to move as you wish.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes?
Murira, tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Ki mulira kun kin. Kiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ti chuba jikunka naga. Kingbu mwa mulira dwana. Kingba nikcha lora kun. Baba Hassan Shan. Noba mulira tilai kunka. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Baba Hassan Shan. Noba mulira tilai kunka.
I hope this doesn't take too long. Gamorreans like to throw insults around, but they just don't have the smarts for it. Aw, jeez. I hope this doesn't take too long. Gamorreans like to throw insults around, but they just don't have the smarts for it.
I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. With the downturn in mining, people want any chance at credits they can get. Most wouldn't survive a day, let alone qualify as hunters. The last license issued before the ban was given to a woman named Marlena Venn. She'll do fine. She had a mean streak a parsec wide. She also paid double. Exceptions like this are rare, unless it suits the company to offer them. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. Of course. I could just tell you now. No sense in being so secretive. It's all fairly obvious. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sandcrawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. That may help in this instance. Let me think. Perhaps I remember this Griff character. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Talk? What is there to talk about? Those Sand People took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters? I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with a Jedi.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tang itwamaji. Kakin. Ki mulira kun kin. Tong hitwama ag Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tang itwamaji human ak in ika chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira tang itwamaji kona. Tong kipa non kunek abog baba Hasan shan. No ba mulira jilai kuka. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira tang itwamaji kona. Tong kipa non kunek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tang itwamaji human ak in ikatune. Kakincha nawaba.
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira raba. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkapi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihonkapi. Jawana bota ayuata honga cha kanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bungwalia gando do nado chut chut. Musha papangpa pola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hodonga chihonkapi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hodonga chihonkapi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tuk ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi jus kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tuk ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi jus kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tuk ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi jus kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. Kuya mi jus kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tuk ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi jus kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tuk ninja muira rabes.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you. That'll do.